Good morning, guys. This is Kenzo Xtrahot Forex. So let's go straight to our daily analysis. It's Friday. What's really happening, guys? Yes, as we had some crazy move yesterday, but the market did recover again. But what's really happening today is we have a very nice economic news that you can see here. It's a PCE. You can see around 2:30 actually before the market opens. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. So what will happen, we don't really know, but they say here, the estimates say it's gonna be the same as previous month. So if that is going to be like that, it's gonna be quite good, because it means that the dollar will be losing some momentum. But if it goes up, that will be a different story. It means the dollar is gonna gain the momentum again, and we're gonna see some serious sell-offs against those other pairs, right? So yes, we just need to understand. Yesterday or early actually in the morning, we had some earnings, which all of them, they did beat the estimates. So which means the market was also pricing itself to that. So I think the best way is to just jump straight to our analysis. Let's jump straight to our analysis. But before we go there, we have these prices. For those who don't know, we have these prices. So you can see that our normal prices are here. Let me just do something like that. You can see that. You can post that video if you want to be part of the team. But you can see that 1 month is $30, 3 months $80. But we have a nice special for you, which is actually $60. So which means you can pay only $60 and get this unlimited signals, VIP signals. And if you check unlimited or lifetime, it was actually $450. And then now we're giving you that for only $60. But this special is going to end this month end. So for those who wants to be part of the team, just scan that QR code or just WhatsApp me. On my description, there is that link for my WhatsApp, right? So now what's really happening on DXY? If you are new to the channel, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. So what's really happening, you can easily see that, yes, and now we are on DXY. The market is now going already the market has been going up, so which means this is a nice uptrend. So dollar index is actually a USD, right? So it shows the strength of the dollar. So plus or minus. If it's plus, it means the dollar is going up. If it's minus, it means it's going down. But at the moment, we can see that the market reached an area that we can say it's actually a resistance. So from that resistance, it shows that the market is respecting that. So we might end up reaching this level that we called our resistance before. Now it's going to be our support area. So the question is, will it respect this area and continue going up, or maybe we're going to see a breakout? Or another option will be maybe the market just wants to consolidate inside this wedge structure. But it's up to the market. So we just have to wait and see. Let's wait and see if maybe the market will be breaking something. Remember, we have PCE around 2:30, which means it's before the market opens. So now we can see that the dollar is losing smaller momentum there. It shows that other pairs are now trying to recover. So on USD JPY, I forgot that. But even if I did not really forget, we already did smash that. JPY, we had some interest rates early, but they did not really increase anything that much. That's why we see the dollar continuing going up. Yes, whatever that you see there, we did smash that. So when we say we took a loss on Nasdaq or something, it doesn't really mean that we are losing on everything, right? So now you can see here that, yes, the market was actually on a nice downtrend structure. So we had a proper structure here. The market was just consolidating, and after that we saw a breakout, and on top of that you can see that we did jump on that buy. So while we were waiting for the market to reverse, you can easily see that the market actually broke out. And once the market breaks out like that, it shows us that the market is quite on that bullish momentum. So obviously you can't buy where the market is, so it means we just need to have something like a nice resistance there, or sort of a reversal, before we can say, before we can say we can look for a buy again. Or maybe the market will end up reversing towards the support, or maybe around this level. The market will just show us what's really happening before we actually take action. I hope you understand that. So on Euro JPY, I think we also, I can't say we missed that, because we also touched the profit. So what's really happening is, yes, we were on the very nice uptrend structure. The market was still going up. Then we had a breakout. So what we see here is it's because of the economic news from JPY. So it was not really that interesting. You can easily see that after this nice support, this resistance, the market is still going up. So now we can use maybe something like this. We can say, let's check the average, and maybe somewhere there. So we can say around that level, there is a possibility for the market to do what? For the market to reverse. There is that possibility for the market to reverse around this level. Maybe we'll start to see the market consolidate. But besides that, we just need to relax. The market is already high, so we can't chase the market. But what I like is my people did smash that. So on GBP JPY, unfortunately, we did not really take this one. We did take USD JPY, Euro JPY, and they were both on profit. But you know what? We can't just take the whole things, the whole signals, which all of those pairs are positively correlating. So which means if we lost, we were going to lose on everything. So yeah, you can easily see that the market was giving us a proper, this is a proper and nice uptrend structure. You can see how many touches here. To show you that that was a proper uptrend structure. So what we're expecting here is quite similar experience with the other pairs. We're expecting to see a proper reversal, or maybe the market will create a sort of a resistance around this level. And if the market breaks out, we can say, yes, let's continue buying, or maybe we'll have a proper sell or a reversal. Then we can see what we can do. Maybe the market will reach this area. At the moment, we don't know, so we don't really need to guess. We'll wait for the market to do its thing before we start to continue on that. So now we are on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is still playing games. It's still playing around the same levels, but what we can say here is we are still on that uptrend. So we're still expecting the market to go up, unless if maybe the market breaks out of this area. So let's push to the next one. I'm trying to be as quick as possible. So on Euro USD, it seems like the market is struggling to break out of this previous support area, where maybe the market will find its way here to respect that and start to go even lower. If not, it means the market will be going up towards this outer support, which is quite stronger, and then we can say, okay, we are still on that downtrend structure. For those who maybe don't know, we are still on that downtrend structure, but you can see that it's moving like that. Or let me just draw exactly where these ones they were moving. I think we might see something like that happening. So that's what I see at the moment. Yeah, so you can easily see that we have enough chance for the market to reach this level. But since we have some news, since we have the news later on, the market might just consolidate around this level. So we don't really know what will happen. The market might go down, or maybe the market might go up. But since this is a downtrend structure, so whatever, if the market goes up, we will be expecting to sell there, or around this area. It might also be a nice area for us to look for those sell positions, right? So let's push to the next one, which is GBPUSD. GBPUSD, quite similar structures. You can easily see that the market is already on this support area already, and now we can just call it a resistance, but you can see that it's where the market created something before. But what is the structure saying? We are on a nice downtrend structure. So which means at the end of the day, we will expect to continue with this downtrend structure as long as the market is not breaking out of this structure, this resistance area. That it's actually our direction. As long as it's still holding very tight, it means it's still valid. Unless if maybe the market breaks out here, we can say, okay, maybe now it's time for us to look for those buy positions. But at the moment, we still have to look for those sell positions, which means there is a chance for the market to reverse here, or maybe the market will come around that level. I hope you see that. Please don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Whoa. So now we are on gold. What's really happening on gold? Quite straightforward structure. We were on a very nice uptrend structure, but we had a nice breakout. So that's why here on this nice downtrend structure, I said let's not really think about selling because the market was just consolidating here. I hope you still remember. So the market is still consolidating around that level. So the question is the market trying to retest around this level of a breakout? Because we had a structure here of a consolidation. So it seems like the market doesn't really want to continue with that. It seems like the market wants to get out. So the question is, will the market respect this level? So if it respects that, we will see a reversal. But remember, we have PCE, so things might happen around this level. So what will happen, we don't really know, but let's see if the market is going to break this resistant area or maybe respect that. So it's up to the market. So we have to check what's really happening around that level. So now let's go on US30. Yeah, US30 gave us some crazy moves yesterday where the market was actually on a smaller downtrend structure. You can see that the market is being on this smaller downtrend structure. Then the market broke out. So once we were expecting for the market to respect this area and push up, guess what? The market started to give us this crazy sell, but it did reverse. By the way, it did reverse. And now the market is here. So should we buy or should we sell? Remember, we had earnings from Microsoft. We also had from Alphabet. And I don't know. I think it's also Amazon. And we also had Meta yesterday. So all of them, they did beat their expectation. Actually, they performed very well. But it seems like the market did not really react much to that. But not really on USD, but actually on Nasdaq, which I'm going to show you here. But we can easily see that we had aggressive reversal before that. And then after, we start to see a nice reversal. Will the market continue? Yes, there is that possibility. But we just need to wait for PCE news before we think about that. So you can see that I've been talking about this uptrend structure from Nasdaq. So what we have now here is we can see that the market is doing what? The market was on this nice downtrend structure. You can see that. So we did smash the market when it was going up, right? So once it was going down, it tried to break out here. We tried to look for a buy, then it reversed. So we had this area. Let me just go on a smaller time frame. On this one, we took a loss, obviously. So, but just because we stick to our rules, we don't really over risk. So the market reached this level and it tried to show us that it might go up. Guess what? We did try to take a buy. Boom, the market did sell aggressively. And then we were out. A few hours later, the market was now flying. That was crazy. And the reason behind that, I tried to check, there was no any proper reason. I think the market was just pricing itself for the earnings. But sometimes all these things, sometimes you can guess, especially when you have these areas where they are not really confirmed or maybe something like that. I don't really know at the moment, but I feel like just because we had the news left and right, it's difficult just to try to get anything right, because when you draw, some other things will be making sense. Like here, it was making sense that this is a nice support area, but instead of the market pushing up, the market decided to break. Some obviously they did sell. If you sold, then the market reversed against you. So which means let's try to be safe, guys. Let's try not to over risk. When you're lost, get out, come back tomorrow. Maybe your mindset will be cleaner, because sometimes we trade with emotions. We just want to recover, even though you don't really want to accept that, but most likely you just want to recover. And now that is going to you're going to overlook the proper decisions that you're supposed to take, you see. And that it's something that will just mess the way you're supposed to trade. Guys, we have problems. We have problems. I can't say what problems, but we so many here, guys. So everyone, they have their own problem. And I think maybe our problem mostly is common. It's money. So everyone wants this. So once we want this, it means this can actually change the way we think. So this will be changing the way we think, right? So I will just say mindset. So if this money, just because we want this, right? We want this. If we want this, it means now we're no longer going to think straight because we want it too much. But once you start to think and try to learn, I'm not saying it's easy. Try to learn. Make sure that you set proper rules, reasonable rules, and plan. Because sometimes we just set strict rules where you are not really flexible. At the end of the day, you can see that, no, this one is not really possible, right? Like, for example, let's say you set and say, let's say for a week, you say, okay, every day I want to make $150. I'm not saying that it's not really reachable. It's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So I'm not saying that 150 is not really reachable. It's actually reachable. But the problem is once you start to set those type of targets, now it's like you are fixed. You no longer think outside the box. But guess what? The market just goes up and down. The market is not really fixed. So which means there are days where you're going to make more than 150. There are days where things are not even going to reach $50. What will you do? Are you going to get stressed? Then that money, this mindset that you get from wanting to make this, it changes the way you're supposed to follow the rules. It's where you start going to bend the rules because you need to make this or to reach this. And if you make 145 or 110, most likely people, they will feel like they did not really make it that much. And that's the reality of money. When you want money, like when we start trading and stuff like that, I used to say, you know what, as long as I can make 500 rand, to me, it's fine, man, per day. Once I start to make that, I no longer appreciate this amount. Now I want 1,000, you see. But there is no proper reason why I'm changing from this 500 to that, you see. It's just because we are not satisfied. So which means money can actually manipulate the way we think, which means it's not exactly the money that we want, you see. Because if we give you 1 million now, you will feel like, oh, that is not really not enough. I just want 1.5. And we give you 1.5, then you will need 2. And we are on this rat race. You're always chasing. And once you stop, try to stop and start to follow something and say, you know what, I just want to be consistent. It doesn't really matter the amount that I make, but what if I can be consistent? So whether I make 200 or whether I make 300, whatever, but as long as you are consistent, it's much better than nothing. Because to set strict numbers, it's fine, it's targets, it's goals, but you need to be flexible. Not every day things are going to move smooth. But yes, you can go even if they are not moving smooth, you can still grow. You can see this line is not really smooth. We're going up, we go down, we lose, we win, we lose, we win, 1, 2, 3. Then at the end of the day, we are going there. But the problem is you can't actually reach the targets that you want because you will always think once you reach that, it's no longer going to be enough. You see, so have proper trading plan that is not going to circulate too much about the money, but is going to circulate more on risk management and being consistent. Then the money will follow you. Then you will just choose whatever that you want, but just know that specific amount of money is not going to change much. You're just going to just keep chasing, and at the end of the day, you will see that no, actually, how much do I want? Because last year I thought maybe 10,000 was enough. This year I feel like no, 20,000 is too small. Then you will always chase until, I don't know. Anyways, now on Nasdaq, this thing actually went crazy, went down, now up, now I'm not gonna chase that. I saw it when it was around this area, but I did not really want to chase that because sometimes you end up trading with emotions, right? So but what we have now is the market is already above this nice resistance. But just to be safe, instead of this type of move, because even here it was above, we tried to buy but it reversed. So even here we are at the same level, we see. So the best thing that you can do, try to place this here. Just do it there and say if it goes beyond that level, it's where I will think about buying. If not, it means maybe the market will be trying to go down. Remember, we have economic news later, so which means we are waiting for that to happen. You can see the market is struggling to go up there, so it's just consolidating. So which means PCE will decide whether we're going up or down. So for now, I'm not going to send some signals. I will just wait and relax. Guys, here is our prices. This our normal prices. You can see if you want to join, 1 month is $30, 3 months $80, 6 months $150. But we have a crazy special which is going to end this month, and this is actually our birthday special. Actually, you can see you get $60 lifetime signals or unlimited VIP signals. You get Nasdaq, US30, S&P 500, gold, all of that, and also currency pairs, right? So you can see that lifetime is actually $450. It's like you're saving like $380. So scan the QR code or just WhatsApp me, then you can be part of the team. So, whoa, this is S&P 500. Also was on this crazy mode. So this type of structures, they are nice once you check in them, but just imagine once someone was looking for this sell, they started to sell around this area, then the market started to go against them. Or maybe they bought. Once you buy here just because it was on the support like us, then you buy, the market goes down. So in your mindset, it will be, oh, maybe this thing will continue going down, let me keep selling. Then the market reverse. So it means whether you were buying or you were selling, most likely you are going to take a sort of a loss, unless if maybe you just did hold on that buy position, the market was going to come back in your favor. But sometimes it's not really like that. Mostly you can just hold on this crazy sell-offs. But where we are now, we are on this resistance. Will the market try to respect that and go down? Yes, there is that possibility, but we just have to wait for 2:30. Then we are going to take that decision after. At the moment, let's just wait and see. So now we are on this US oil. Trying to learn about platinum, natural gas, and the other ones, and we will be adding them, but we have to make sure that we learn stuff before we start to do them. So now here we can see that US oil, it was going up very nice before we had that breakout. But now you can see this is what I've been talking about this consolidation after. Before it even started, I talked about it when it was around this level, that it seems like it's going to just give us this consolidation, and it's doing that. But the thing is, don't forget that we are still on this downtrend structure, as the market is now moving below that support area. Unless if the market breaks out, yes, that will be fine, we will look for a buy. But if it goes down, it means maybe this downtrend structure, it will be continuing. So anyways, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, like, share with your friends. Bye.